For a lot of migrants who are now looking to immigrate to the United States to get their visa, to relocate to the United States permanently, or maybe just in general receive a visa to the United States to explore new opportunities for maybe working in some full-time position. Maybe for a lot of people that are now looking for opportunities to expand their business to the United States and to hire new employees on the territory of the United States, now is the best time to apply. And I'm going to tell you in this video why it is so. For the people that are looking for a professional immigration consultation, you can sign up for a consultation using the link in the description of this video. We'll be talking to you about a strategy, how you can apply for different visas in the United States or to the United States if you're outside of the country, and how you can utilize all these opportunities that are now pending and available for the people like you. So to begin with the situation, I would like to describe why we feel like now is the best time to apply for all kinds of visas. Because as you may have heard or you know, the Trump administration has implemented the visa ban for the citizens of 75 countries, including Russia, Belarus, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, and so on. Historically, these countries have applied for a lot of visas and have historically been a major source of immigration, including legal and illegal immigration to the United States. And now that the issuance of immigrant visas on the territories of foreign countries are prohibited, and the consulates of the United States do not have the right to issue, even after approval, immigrant visas to citizens of those countries, now is the best time to apply for a green card for people out of that list. Because for EB categories, and just in general for all categories of green cards or immigrant visas, there is a limit. For example, for EB2 category, there is an annual limit of 140,000. So once this limit is reached, the United States consulate can no longer issue a green card, a visa for people traveling to the United States. Now that the countries like Russia, Belarus, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan have been banned, there is a lot of free visas that are waiting for people to apply to receive these categories and to immigrate to the United States. If you are one of those people who have been very lucky to not be mentioned in this list and your country has been left out, you can now apply for EB1 category, EB2 category, which is current, which is very, very important for people that, for example, have been waiting for a long time to receive their green card via EB2 category or EB3 category. There have been a line of people, there have been waiting times for people before they can actually apply to a US consulate. Now that the visa bulletin is current, that means that people who have been waiting can now file the application to receive their immigrant visa and to receive their green card on the territory of the United States, which is fantastic. So then you can apply for EB2 category, which is for people that have a project or have an endeavor in national interest of the country. Then you have O1 visa, which is for people with extraordinary ability, with a high level of personal achievements, and who have either an employer on the territory of the United States or who have, for example, their own company, which they can utilize to relocate themselves to the United States. That is absolutely legal. That is absolutely transparent. This is a procedure that a lot of people that do not have an employer or cannot have an employer, for example, if you're an entrepreneur, is probably unlikely that you're going to work in a full-time position. So then there's a L1 visa, which is for people who are, for example, intra-company transferee, or for people who are, for example, an entrepreneur and they are looking to expand their business to the United States, to set up a company which would be affiliated to their company on the territory of a foreign state. and they are looking to, for example, set up, grow businesses, hire new employees, and so on. And this category is issued initially for 1 year, but you can prolong it up to 7 years. And after some time, maybe just straight away after you arrive to the United States, you can apply to a green card, for example, to EB1C, EB1A, EB2, or any other EB category. The United States has now provided all migrants with a great opportunity to receive their green cards with a legal pathway to U.S. citizens. And for people that are waiting now for a best opportunity and are waiting until the situation in the United States has settled, has become better, and has become more secure, and the war in the Middle East is over, it's now not gonna happen. The situation as it is now is the best situation that we've been in. The United States has offered a lot of opportunities for migrants to come to the country and to become a citizen of a free state, to get your kids the best education possible, to get yourself the best position possible and the best salary possible, and to secure your life in a way that you can work, live your life in a predictable way. That's why we're rooting for the United States and this country as one of the major hubs for immigration. If you have any questions left, you can text us using the link in the description of this video, and we'll be very happy to provide you with a legal immigration advice and advise you on your situation and what you can do specifically to get your chance to live in the United States. Thank you for watching, and we'll be seeing you in the next video.